Well, sticking with basketball, and the Sydney Kings' quest to win 3 straight titles got off to the perfect start in week 1 of the NBL season. The Kings downed local rivals, the Illawarra Hawks, by 15 points away from home. And for more, it's my pleasure to introduce Kings Chief Executive Chris Pongrass, who joins me. Chris, thank you so much for joining us here on Fox Sports News.
Thanks for having me.
Now, we'll chat about the weekend's games, but I do just first want to talk about Scottie Pippen. How close was he to actually coaching the Kings?
Oh, we had our discussions with him, and his relationship with Luke was obviously one of the big incentives for him to take the call and explore if coaching was something I think he wants to get into, and brilliant basketball mind. So, yeah, it was close, but, you know, we were lucky enough to roll with Chase and lock in 2 titles, but you never know.
Never know. He's done the rounds, hasn't he, Scottie Pippen? He's done the NBL, he's had a bit of taste of the AFL and the NRL, probably a very tired man this Monday morning. What about your Kings? Not the best pre-season, but had a really strong start over the weekend. You must be impressed with their performance.
Very. It's always great to start, you know, with a win, and especially against the Illawarra, who've got a revamped team. They look great in the off-season. So to get a win on the road, down DJ Hogue as well, we're missing one of our star players, but yeah, I look at the Blitz as I don't, you know, weigh too much into the wins and losses. It's just what you can take away as a team. So for us to come out in week 1 and prove, you know, that we're, you know, finding our way with a new coach and new lineup is important, and getting a win obviously helps.
We'll talk about the new coach soon. I just want to talk about Kuatno. He had 23 points off the bench. He's come back this year, absolutely raring to go. Always
got something to prove, Quad. 6 of 8 from 3, and you know, he was a spark off the bench for us. He's someone who can, you know, play a lot of different positions, and there was a lot of minutes that he played as a small ball 5. And so for him to come out and perform, I think we're going to see that every night. It's going to be someone new. We've got such depth in this squad. For him to come out game 1, I'm expecting he'll have a strong season, but I wouldn't put it past, you know, one of our other guys to step up on Friday and Sunday. Yeah, definitely. Early days. Mahmoud Abel-Fattah, hope I pronounced that correctly, the new coach. How's he going? Because he was described as the players as very cool and calm. What have you made of his, you know, first game in charge, and how is the team responding to him? Really well. It's always tough with a new coach coming in. Takes time for players to understand their style of play, how he likes to run his system. Same with the staff too, but he's you know, very articulate in his basketball knowledge and how he wants the guys to play. And he holds them accountable, and that was really important to us, bringing him in. You know, great family man, and someone who is just, again, I think is going to do very well in this league. And it was great to see him, you know, get the monkey off your back. It's always something to try and get your first win. For him to get it first game, and now to look to Friday, I think it was nice to see. Yeah, because do you think there was a little bit of pressure coming into the role, just considering, you know, your success over the past few seasons? There's always pressure. Back to, you know, to try and defend back-to-back titles and to try and chase a three-peat. It's also interesting, I think, important to note that really the word three-peat hasn't come into all of our pre-season. This is a new season. Everyone's starting from scratch, and we know teams are coming after us, and we know that that's the narrative, but that hasn't really leaked into our locker room of trying to chase this elusive goal. It's a new year, and the expectation of wanting to compete for a championship year on year is important. So for him, I think there would have been pressure, but he's someone who I think just embraces that and takes that on, and really haven't seen that come into his mindset. Well, we've seen the Panthers do a three-peat just last night, so hopefully the Kings can get a little bit of inspiration. We'll see it this season. You take on the Jack Jumpers next. Got a bit of history with this side, especially after the grand final series. What are you expecting? Is especially a fiery crowd, no doubt. Yeah, I wouldn't say the Kings are the most liked team going into Tasmania after 2 seasons ago. A couple of those players that Xavier and Ian Clark and DJ Vasiljevic aren't with us, unfortunately, to be able to go back into that building. But it's always a great place to play. You know, 5,000 screaming fans, they pack it out every night. And, you know, Tasmania have proven to be a really tough, hard-fought team year in, year out. So we know that they're going to be physical, and they've got some, you know, returning players like Milton Doyle and Jack McVeigh. Jordan Crawford I have some history with, where he played for us at the Memphis Hustle when I was over in the US. And so I know a lot of their guys, but, you know, they're a really hard-fought team. And then, yeah, we just want to take it one game at a time and look at that as a you know, tough environment to go play in. I think our players love it, though. Yeah, do you reckon it fuels them, I guess, going into enemy territory? Definitely. A lot of them have told us that Tasmania and Perth are the two places to go play. Yeah, definitely. And then you head home, first home game
the following weekend, I think it is, October.
Sunday.
Yeah,
October
8. Have you got anything planned for fans? It'll be the first time seeing you guys since you claimed the champs.
It is. We're doing the banner unveil, first home game of the year, ring presentation for our players, returning players from last year. So a lot of great activities for fans to get in there early, come in early and watch the show and watch our guys, come out, warm up and get around the group, because I know that they love and embrace the fans. So we're hoping for 15,000, 16,000. So should be one of our biggest opening night crowds of the year. And I know it's going to be tough to get tickets. So if anyone's looking to come out, I would implore them to get in now.
Well, hopefully a great crowd and a great win. Chris, thanks so much for your time. Good luck against the Jack Jumpers and then again against the 36ers. Looking forward to seeing what the Kings can do this season.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.